And Pugh came in yesterday, of course, when Josh Phillips was hurt early in the game. Now, the reports were that Phillips was out for the tournament when he appeared to separate his shoulder, went back in, and it would appear, though, that he is possibly a contender to return in this tournament. I was just talking to him before the game. He does not have the shoulder in his sling, had a good solid grip on his handshake, so things appear to be okay for him. Obviously not dressed today, as they're going to have to give him a bit of rest, but England winning the game yesterday. Elliot Pugh was sensational, so no worries for them going with him. They'll see if he can repeat the performance he had yesterday, and that would certainly give them an excellent chance here against the Czech Republic. Both these teams winning yesterday. England with the 11-5 win over Germany, who also lost again today. The Czechs played Finland, won 14-8. Finland with the win over Germany today. So the winner of this game will be 2-0 and alone atop the Karelia group. The loser will fall into a tie with Finland. And of course, England still to play Finland tomorrow. So that would become a tiebreaker game for them. The Czechs, were they to lose, they will be playing Germany tomorrow, and they would have a chance to move back up and catch whoever wins that game tomorrow, make it a three-way tie. Michael Gillen, the captain of England, wins the first face-off, and England takes possession of the ball. Pass through, quick shot, saved by Marish. They go after it, and England trying to recover the ball, and Jakob Vimala rams Matthew Marsh into the boards. Then England with the hard forecheck. Scala steps back into his crease. Yes, it was Jakob Jiha steps back into his crease, so it will be England possession. The officials calling time, trying to get something sorted out in the scoring booth. So the situation for England, obviously considered by many to be a favorite to be battling for a medal. And it looked dire when they lost their starting goalie not that far into the game yesterday. Elliot Pugh stepping up was a huge factor for them. Thank you everyone for being here with us as we are ready to go once again. England has the ball, play is blown in. It was actually about 12 and a half minutes into the game yesterday that Phillips, it was still scoreless. And that was actually on the first goal where he ran into it. The English player trapped at center, and some good pressure by Martin Hodania. And there's a quick shot by Jiha, but the save by Elliot Pugh. He's picking up right where he left off yesterday. And something is rolled out onto the floor. I think it's an extra ball from the English bench. And a very helpful Jiha just tosses it back over to them. So England once again with possession. The Czechs without a full offensive set yet. John Arthur rolling off the pick. Throws it across to the far side. There's a quick release by Arthur as he takes that return pass. But Jakob Marish makes the save, the youngster Marish. Taking over full-time goaltending duties. He plays a lot for this Czech team and, of course, for Rotterdam. There's another save. It's picked up by Yuri Lushkot. Lushkot running the floor. Hands it off. Sorry, Sikal, of course, that was. Hands it off to Lushkot now. Popia has the ball. He throws it to the top. Pavel Doshli will pass it across. Quick check. England well out, pressuring. Lots of pressure by the English defense. Gillen gets out on his man. That shot goes wide, and it is picked up by Jan Skokan, but the shot clock was expiring as he got the ball. He rolls it into the corner. England will start in their own end. Sam Clare scored a couple of shorthanded goals yesterday. Vimala on him. The Czechs packing it back in a little bit and just getting pressure out on the ball. Not ranging quite as wide on their defense. It's interesting to see how these styles play out. Vimala has the ball. It's a 2-on-1. Soon to be a 2-on-2, so he's going to pull it back. Now he throws it out to the top, and the Czechs will slow things down, go for an offensive set. Kostal leaves it for Scala. Dominik Pesek with his first touch. He ducks underneath, all alone, shoots, scores! Great start for Peshek, his first touch, his first goal. Driving underneath, shows the sweet hands that have made him such a dangerous goal scorer. Peshek, known more for his big shot, but sometimes people forget how good his feet are as he takes this pass from Scala. Scala with just a bit of a pick to open up some space. Nobody really gets to him, and then the defender comes up. That was Matthew Baldwin jumping up onto him, and Peshek uses his momentum against him, cuts underneath. Here's the pass out from Jonathan Monk. Zipaye will run into the offensive zone. He's going to have a go, working his way in. Decides against the shot, throws it back out to Peshek. Here Peshek goes underneath again. Again he gets in, and again he scores. Almost a replay. Twice he slips underneath the English defense, and there's no help coming. Peshek 2, England 0. There you see Peshek very much could be a replay of the first goal. They're quite similar. Walt Christensen taking a timeout early on to address things with his team, making sure they are aware they're in a game. And you come out and you're fired up for a game. You can see they're excited, but sometimes the pregame excitement can actually lead to a bit of a flat start, depending how it's channeled. And I think Christensen wants to make sure that his guys are on board with what he is hoping they're going to do here. Get back to the systems, make sure they know how they're going to deal with Peshek as he tries to dart underneath. Gillen already there, and Monk comes out for the face-off for the Czech Republic. Plays blown in. Gillen thought he had it, but it actually pulls out the other side. But Jack Foster is there to get it. England takes possession. Forecheck pressure. Now they get him trapped by the boards, but nice job by Dan McDermott to get out of trouble. Matthew Marsh got that gorgeous goal yesterday, makes the pass across, quick release. But it comes right back out to Nate Clare. Quick stick on the back door, and England gets one back. What a great timeout as Clare goes to Symes to the back of the net, and England is on the board. There's Walt Christensen, the head coach for England. And before the face-off is even blown in, we're going to have a pair of penalties. Jakub Vimala going to the box for the Czech Republic. Matthew Marsh for England as they were jousting on the face-off. Each team has to send somebody out. And immediately, we have some more jousting. Albert Whitehead drawing into the lineup today for England. And he runs out and kind of barges his way into the line. Popia comes up with the possession off the face-off. He waits till he sees the lay of the land before he runs over center. Gillen checking him. Hard, aggressive checking, but Popia gets the ball off. Peshek takes it. Popia will leave it for him. No, they tried the hidden ball trick and didn't work out so well, so Popia just lets it rip. Pugh with the save. Swatted away by McDermott. Here comes Gillen with the pass ahead. Devin Smith in the lineup today for England. Pass across to Sam Clare. Clare gets a pick. He's got a shot, shooting, and he scores. He is flattened as he takes the shot, but it's not in time to make a difference to its result. And it's tied 2-2. And England, just like that, after Peszek had 2 in a row, that were only 29 seconds apart, England responding with their own pair. You see Dylan Goddard passing the ball over, and then Sam Clare is going to come through. Spinning as Goddard shoots, scores! England is on fire. Goddard started the last play. He's going to finish this one. Symes and Clare score just 54 seconds apart. And now Goddard shortly after that, and he just picks this ball up off the faceoff, starts to cut to the middle, nice little spin, gets Marish going to the far side. Dylan Goddard so good with his hands. Very dangerous when he gets in alone. Has played some transition in the Canadian Lacrosse League and the Arena Lacrosse League. And actually does quite a good job when he's on the run shooting. Everyone's over along the boards practically, and Goddard, though, is the guy who almost came up with it. Couldn't quite get the ball, so Jonathan Monk grabs it. Dylan Goddard picks off the pass. He's going to come around the net. Thought about the dunk shot. Good job positioning by Hodania to take that away. Sorry, that's Cherlik. Now Goddard goes for the dunk shot. That one doesn't work out, although he did look like he might have had Marish beaten if he could have got it into the net. Pace pretty fast and furious here, at least in terms of goal scoring. 5 goals in the first 5 minutes of play. There's the man, a little reverse whip shot. Underhand. Recovery. Doschley throws it across to the far side. There's a moving pick, no question about that one. Kostal flattening the English defender, and England will take the ball back. They lead 3-2 after the great start for Peszek with a couple of goals. England has rebounded. We expect this to be a long, extended, intense battle. Great forecheck pressure. England was looking for the 10-second count, and instead they're actually going to turn the ball over, and John Arthur will get it, but then he was all alone, and a bunch of checks knocked the ball loose. Peszek comes away with it. He almost would have been better had he not been able to come up with possession, because the 10-second count was ticking down quickly, but he may have been able to clear it. Peszek's shot stopped by Pugh. He pounces on the rebound. Lushkot was there waiting for something to pop out. It didn't happen. Brandon Smith runs it up over mid-floor. Clare to the far side. Matt Symes. Goddard's going to shoot. It's between the legs of Marish. She doesn't know where it is, though. Gets a little help from Jiha. And the Czechs come back up the floor. Jiha being checked by Foster. Here's Popia. Little pick and roll play with Doschley. Well played by the English defenders. Another pick and roll by Doschley. That shot from the outside as the shot clock was winding down. Skokan couldn't find a hole. England comes back down the other way. And boy, that timeout by Walt Christensen really was effective. Not a lot of coaches use them early in the games, but Christensen obviously had a point he wanted to make. There's Clare shooting. Nathan Clare's shot absorbed by Jonathan Monk. And Monk's going to just whip a little backhand or flick a little backhand pass ahead. He'll head to the bench. Cherlik gives it to Lushkot. Scala over to the far side, gets it back. The English defense, a line of 3 across the top. They're coming out to meet the Czechs again. Lots of pressure from the English defense. There's a shot and a save by Pugh, and then a crease play. But he gets out of it, so the Czechs get a chance. Good call to back out as his teammate was ready to pick the ball up. That one bounces off of Smith. He's trapped. Koskal trying to get it, but a great effort there by Devin Smith. And Jipai breaks his stick. We've seen about 4 broken sticks today through the games. Real epidemic. Here comes Schuta. He's going to pull up. Thought he might be having to go for the net, but England gets back. Nice work in that case by Nate Clare to take away the transition opportunity. Popia, pick and roll to Doshli, and Elliot Pugh gets just enough of that one. You can tweet us using the hashtag EBLC or EBLC2017. There's a shot, that one goes wide. I do not have NJ with me today. Delayed penalty coming to England. Or is there? Yes, there is. Took a while for them to get possession. Marish was at the net, and there's pieces of a stick that he will slide over to the bench. Penalty will go to Daniel McDermott. So the Czech Republic trailing 3-2 will go to the power play. Peshek up at the top. It was a check from behind to McDermott. It was a sneaky little shot by Popia. Didn't even look, just caught the ball and whipped it. But Pugh was alert and ready for it. Peshek goes back down to Popia. They try and get it to Loshkot in the middle. That one doesn't connect. Scala shoots with 4 left on the shot clock, and Pugh pounces out onto that rebound. So after a bit of a shaky start with the 2 Dominic Peshek goals, which I don't know if you can even call it shaky when Dominic Peshek is breaking in alone on you. Not many goalies stop Peshek under those circumstances. Pugh has been sharp once again. 10-second count thanks to the forecheck, and Peshek thinking about shooting goes down low instead. Popia looking for the ball. Scala gives it to him. Peshek, the third righty. They do tend to go heavy right sets, and there's a goal. No, it's on the backside of the mesh. Scala just missing. The ball is scooped up by Gillen. He's going to go for a run. Plows his way through a forechecker. Popia. And Gillen's going to back away, waves off one man, and passes over to another who's in a better position for him. Peter Wilson hands it off. Moving pick called on Gillen as he went in and was just trying to give a bit of a shove to Martin Hodania. Popia. Skokan. Back up to Popia. The power play still in effect, another 27 seconds. Fake and the shot by Scala. Gets Pugh going down and rips it over his shoulder to tie things up with the power play marker. It's a beautiful shot by Radek Scala. Do not forget about him when you're thinking about Dominic Peshek, as he shows with that laser to the top corner. Popia just make a simple little pass and then comes and sets the pick, and that is what gives Scala the opportunity to rip it around him. Maybe a bit of a screen, but maybe just perfectly placed. The English player knocked down by Roman Seidel. There's a ball down in the corner, so play has to be held for a bit, as there's one up at the top as well. We're back to 5-on-5, 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. There's a pass by Peshek. Oh, beautiful play. Yuri Kostal takes the pass, cutting across the top of the crease, throws a hard fake, gets Pugh moving, and just is wide open as he slipped his check and cuts through to the top of the crease, buries it. Czech Republic go back out in front. So 2 goals for the Czechs, 3 straight for England, and then 2 straight for the Czechs once again. This is a back and forth battle. Lots of fun. Thank you for being with me. Again, you can tweet at EBLC or EBLC2017. Those are the 2 hashtags. I do not have NJ Tuomanen with me today. Had a lot of fun having him here yesterday. We are planning to do some more games together during the week, so keep an eye out for that. Peshek runs off the pick. Spinning attempt. Prohashka out to Peshek. His shot goes wide. Kostal actually is going to skip way over Kostal and into the Czech bench. Head coach Roman Pokorny just swats the ball away. A pretty stoic figure standing there on the bench. Actually quite an animated fellow. England in the offensive end. Nate Clare. Czech Republic defender without his stick. That's Pavel Doshli. Sorry, it is Cherlik. He gives a nice shove to Clare to push him into the boards. Then he starts to head to the bench, leaves Clare alone. And Marash bails him out. Jakub Marash facing the naked defender, and finally he's able to get to the bench. Kamil Cherlik and all the Czech defenders have sticks. There's an extra one out on the floor, so they're going to have to step around. It can be tricky for either the offense or defense. Big hit on the forecheck, but a great job by Martin Schruta to get the ball ahead to Vimala. Taking the hit, and then Schruta picks up the stick. Gets away without an illegal equipment call. As I mentioned before in other games, you're not actually allowed to have 2 sticks in your hand during play, but all the officials looking up the floor at where the play was going. So behind the play, he was able to just pick it up and take it to his bench with him. You can kick it ahead of you. That's not playing with the stick, but you're not allowed to carry 2 sticks. My colleague Dave Hallows actually asked an interesting question. What if, in that situation, you drop 1 stick, because you can't pick it up and give it to your teammate or throw it to him, but what if you put down your stick, picked his up, tossed it to him, and then picked yours up, and that should be fine. Miroslav Polash, a very different number on his jersey. He's number 90. Keep an eye out for that one. Instead of just the blue, he's got blue numbers straight onto the jersey. He seems to have a large square put on his. And there's a shot and a goal. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. Nice quick pass and the finish. Peshek is on fire today. Dominik Peshek has the ball, throws it across to the far side. And as he's falling, that's a nice play by Kostal to get that there, and then the quick stick. So if you're watching in Canada and you're thinking, wait a minute, his foot is over the cylinder of the crease, that's no goal. Very different rules in FIL and the NLL versus Major Series Lacrosse for the WLA. In Canada, that would have been no goal because the foot was completely across the cylinder of the crease line, but as long as you don't touch down, you're okay here. So Peshek with the hat trick, and just like that, it's 5-3 Czech Republic. Popia can't quite corral the ball. It's going to roll out to Elliot Pugh. Very difficult, as we can see over along the boards between the benches. Tom Leahy, who hurt English defender, hurt himself in training before the tournament even started. And then Josh Phillips, the goaltender. Oh, and a big collision out in front. Sam Clare wants a penalty, and he's got a pretty good case, as Jipai got his stick right up into the grill of Clare and popped loose his chin strap. Here comes Hodania. Goes the pass across to Peshek. Marash starts going to the bench. Then Hodania goes. And they just go with 5. He's just trying to give a bit of a different look. Peshek takes the pass. They've got 7 to shoot. Pops out of the stick of Kostal. And here comes England. 2-on-1. They've got a man ahead. Gillen rumbling in. Oh, just misses. Stepped in the crease anyway. Just waited a little too long to get the shot off. Here's the long outlet pass to Peshek, who'd stayed on the floor as Gillen ran it. Jiha runs into the English defender. Those two are jousting. And there's a penalty coming on the slash, and Jiha just keeps getting in his face. Can't quite see who it is. There's a shot. It's going to come back out. The shot clock will expire as it missed. The period will expire, and we're going to have the Czech Republic starting the second period, the second quarter, on the power play, as the delayed penalty will go into effect when the second quarter begins. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thank you for being with us at the European Box Lacrosse Championships in Turku. Feel free to tweet. Use that hashtag EBLC, or EBLC2017. My Twitter is StampLax, @StampLax. Love to hear from you. how you're enjoying the game. I'm sure Czech Republic fans enjoying things a little bit more than the English fans right now.
2 minutes for collection.
Quite an interesting sequence, of course, in this game. Again, the Czechs starting it out with back-to-back Pešek goals, 29 seconds apart, then 3 straight for England. Symes on the backdoor quick stick, Sam Clare, and then Dylan Goddard all alone going in unassisted and tucking one in to make it 3-2 England. Then Radek Skala gets one, Yuri Kostal, and then Pešek once again with that backdoor quick stick, similar to the Symes goal. And it's 5-3. Tomorrow's slate, another interesting one. It will be the end of the first full day of preliminary round games. Here at the Gatorade Center, I will have Sweden versus Slovakia at 11 o'clock local time. Serbia versus Turkey, a Kalevela group game at 2 p.m. Followed by Ireland versus Israel, also in the Kalevela, and then another Karelia group game, England versus Finland, to the home side facing off against this English club tomorrow night. Over at the Marley, Dave Hallows will have 12:45 Poland versus the Netherlands, at 3:15 Switzerland versus Austria, and then he will have this Czech Republic team playing Germany at 6:15 p.m. tomorrow evening. Tuesday, there'll be the final 3 games for the Granite pool, or the Granite group of the preliminary schedule. And then we go into playoffs on Wednesday. Lots of excitement coming. Please share on Facebook and Twitter with your friends. Let them know that they can watch on FanSeat. You can actually get a 1-month free membership. Free trial. So you are able to watch the games for free. And then you just have to cancel if you don't want it, or if you find FanSeat entertaining, see some things you like, hang on to it. Watch some European sports content. Shot clock was not working. It's kind of jumping back and forth. Now they're going to get it going. So the officials blow it down, get things started. Keith Gagne noticing that. The officials doing a nice job here. Had a good talk with Keith Gagne before the game, and checks going on the power play. Talking about Greg Hart, the official, and how much he has put in. He's the chief official here, and how much he has put into organizing officials in Europe. What a great attempt there as Pešek comes in, trying to recreate what he did in the last goal. Lushcott couldn't quite connect with him, but the Czechs get it back. 11 on the shot clock. The officials volunteering their time. They are being taken care of their accommodations, but they are putting a lot of their own effort. They're not getting paid here, and they have to get themselves here to Europe for this, to Finland for this. Dan McDermott has the ball. Great to see that the Federation is the European Lacrosse Federation developing European officials. 2/3 of the 21 officials here are from Europe, including 3 female officials. So great to see some refs being given opportunities. England killing the 30-second clock. They get a shot at the last second. It's going to be a little bit too late, and the Czech Republic will have it. Radek Skala just picks the ball up, and he's going to continue on into the offensive zone. 40 seconds left on the penalty. We've discussed on the streams some of the mistakes made by the officials. I've certainly made my share of mistakes up here. Players making their share on the field. Everyone in a learning process. There's a great chance. Pešek is stopped. It's a crease violation. And Skokan takes Prohaska takes a massive chop from an English defender. 20 seconds left in the penalty to England. Brandon Smith in the box. It was a slashing call that he received. England, 5 seconds left on the penalty. They're going to be able to kill it all. There you can see Miroslav Polash There's Vimala, a shot saved by Pugh. Good confidence builder for him as he'd had a little trouble lately, getting beat a few times. England setting up in the offensive zone. They'll take their time as McDermott waits for the players to get, offensive players to get out there, throws it to one of them and heads off. Dan McDermott with a terrific game yesterday for England, continuing his solid play. Oh, a shot on the run. Sam Clare just flies that one over the shoulder of Jakob Marish. That's a very Rupe Jokela play, as Jokela loves to fire that shot on the run across, and so deadly accurate. And Sam Clare, he and his brother Nate play for the Ladner Pioneers out in the Western Senior B Association. And you can see he's just going to run right around the top. A couple of picks set for Clare, and then Matthew Marsh just slides down when he sees Clare. That's a good play by Marsh to see Clare coming across, take his defender down by running down, opening some space for Clare. Didn't even have to set a pick, just drew him away. And Clare on the run fires it, makes it 5-4, back to being a one-goal game. Loskot. Scala with the shot. Pugh had a little trouble with it, but pounces on the ball. Needs some help. There's nobody there for him. And Matthew Baldwin looks back and comes and helps him out. Gets the ball over to Matt Symes. Matt Symes on the back door, gets the pass. Can't quite finish it. Thought he'd gone through the crease, but again, the official right there in a perfect position to see it. Thought he went through the crease and was the first guy to play it, but must have stayed clear. Either way, Czech Republic comes up with it. Symes, an interesting story, one of the few players, lacrosse players I know, the only one I can think of, born in South Africa. Does live in Canada, has lived there for quite a while, but South African descent. But also some English heritage, so he is playing for this club. That one gets away from Loskot, being pursued by Samuel Scott. Scott drawing into the English lineup today after being a scratch yesterday. William Walker and Scott both scratches yesterday. Adam Whitehead in. Andy Price draws in as the backup goaltender with Phillips being hurt. Will be interesting to see. There's Pesek shooting. Saved by Pugh. Didn't know where the rebound was. But is swept up and just thrown down the floor to avoid stepping back in the crease. And that's going to be a turnover. But Pugh is now down. And that is not a good sign for England that he is shaken up because they've already lost Josh Phillips. Now, again, I mentioned there, you actually just saw Phillips as the camera panned. And there's Pugh down on the ground. If we get a shot between the benches at some point, we will see Josh Phillips standing there. Pugh looks like he needs a moment to recover. He's having a chat with David Clooney, veteran English defender. Pugh having a drink of water. Waves them off, saying, I'm okay. Just as I was mentioning, Andy Price, though, close to having a situation where he's coming into the game. He's down at the left end of the English bench as we look at the teams. There you see between the benches, right under the scoreboard. There's a man with a sling on. That is not Joshua Phillips. That's Tom Leahy, who separated his shoulder in training. Josh Phillips was standing there. He's actually just walked around behind the bench. Oh, actually, he's over by the stands talking to someone. He is the big fellow with the red beard. Here comes England out of their own end. Brandon Smith running with the ball. A little pressure there. Up high from Hodania, and he causes it over and back. Czech Republic will take possession. Rapchek knocks the ball away, but it's recovered. Jipai, his chin strap is knocked loose. A lot of chin straps flapping about today in the game. 5 minutes into the second quarter, still 5-4 Czech Republic. There's a chance for Kostal, and Elliot Pugh did not look like he was ready for that one. Kostal on the back door, just tucks that one home. See what is going on with Pugh, because he looked a little bit out of sorts. Face-off team number 2, Roman McCourtney signals for. You can see Kostal, number 9, open, and Boy, Pugh actually was ready. Kostal just faked so hard that Pugh jumped at it, and Kostal had the entire near side of the net to shoot at. 6-4, the Czech Republic regained their 2-goal lead after Sam Clare's lightning strike of a goal at the other end. Here come the Czechs once again. Diving tuck shot, or jumping tuck shot. Hope you can't quite find the range. That ball's flicked out by McDermott, but it doesn't connect. And now we're gonna have a slashing call. So, okay, they're both going. Looked at first like only Popke was making his way to the box, but then the official does call over Dan McDermott. So McDermott and Popke go. Here's the dunk shot attempt, and the penalties will actually ensue. There's Loska. You can see, oh sorry, Popke gets the first one, and McDermott must have retaliated at some point. I don't think, well, the play continued, so if a second penalty is to be called, the play will be blown down. We're gonna go 5-on-5 here. Again, no manpower change with the offsetting minors. McDermott, a big man, a big factor in England's defense, but Popke is one of the potent Czech sticks on the floor on the offensive side. Nice positioning there by Jack Foster. He gives a little bump. Lushcott with the shot, stopped by Pugh. Gillen picks it up. He's heading up the floor, 2-on-2, 2-on-3, so he's going to slow things down. Now a couple of English players getting there off the bench, and Gillen will leave it for him. Just actually rolls it to the man coming on right off the bench. Gillen, the captain. Real character player is Mike Gillen. Josh Gilray. I haven't actually seen a lot of Gilray so far today. Sometimes players just takes a while before you really get a chance to notice him in the game. He's going to go up and forecheck, put some pressure on. They just complete the pass as the secondary pressure was there. Nice catch by Prohaska, but they've got only 16 seconds left, the Czechs, as they get the play set up in the offensive zone. Risk-reward scenario, putting on the pressure like that. And there's Pesek with a great chance. It's going to be over and back, though, as it bounces off the boards. And Elliot Pugh gives him a little tap. Not sure if it was a friendly tap or if he's just giving him a get away from me tap. Elliot Pugh's a pretty friendly guy, so I suspect that's the more likely scenario. We had some nice interactions with his wife, Haley, on Twitter yesterday. She's back home with the kids. There's a shot from right on the crease, saved by Jakub Marash. And Haley Pugh, actually, as I say it, Haley Pugh has written to us again saying, great play from Elliot Pugh, EPugh16 again, that's Elliot, watching the game with the kids at dinner. She says, I'm not biased, hashtag, haha. Obviously Haley is. Lovely one, we're now Facebook friends. And some really nice pictures of Elliot and Haley and their kids. Not that I'm advocating that you stalk them on Twitter, on Facebook. And Rob Goodbrand saying, nice Sunday evening in the garden, watching England box with a beer. Good game so far. Just need a couple of English goals. Well, they've got them, and it is very close. And now we've got another penalty coming to the Czechs. It's going to be delay of game against the Czech Republic, giving England a chance go after a tie, to draw within one. It is 6-4 for the Czech Republic. Sam Clare up at the top, down to Symes, gets the pass back. Traditional box for the Czechs. Vimla up top. Jonathan Monk with him. Symes back up top to Clare. They're moving things around now. Sam Clare's going to cut through the middle. Nate Clare spins off a check, a little pick by Goddard. Ball is loose. Vimla picks it up. He's got a man way ahead. Jonathan Monk breaking in on his offside. Shoots, scores. Great shot by Monk. The veteran Czech defender runs the floor, takes the pass on his offside, protects the stick nicely, and just tucks it by Pugh. and they're going to need a wipe as he went down in the crease and left a bit of a trail of sweat. Watch this play as Monk sees the check coming, starts to cut across to his left. That draws Pugh with him, goes back against the grain and tucks it just inside the post. Pugh kneeling. Definitely was a little shaken up earlier. They did not want to see him get hurt, obviously. One of the volunteers out with some paper towel. Saw the mop earlier. Actually, she had both, I think, the cloth towel and the paper towel. The cloth towel wasn't quite getting it. She's gonna go paper towel, and great job by one of the dedicated volunteers here. Takes a lot of volunteers to make a tournament like this happen. The organizing committee has been terrific. Obviously, a few snags along the way over the first couple of days. There are guaranteed to be some snags, but they're doing a terrific job. Really enjoying my time here. I know the team's enjoying the way things are going. England still on the power play after they give up the short-handed goal by Monk, assisted by Vimala. England wants to get that one back. They were hoping to pull within one. Now they just want to get back to where they were before the power play. That shot by Symes is stopped. Marash turns it aside, can't control the rebound. England gets it back. Obviously an advantage in rebounds for the team that has the extra man out there. Knocked down by Polash. And it's an over and back call as that ball bounces away from England. The Czechs will try to kill as much of the 49 seconds remaining as they can on the Loskot penalty. Behind the net to Doshli. Pavel Doshli, who does everything for this Czech team. Effective in the offensive zone, plays defense, transitions the ball. He can play power play. As you see, he can kill penalties. Cuts underneath, going to the net. Shovel pass across. Oh, Loskot or Kostal just couldn't quite get the shot on net. They were running down on the shot clock anyway. Gillen will come up with it. He's going to hand it off to the offense to set up the power play with 17 seconds left. They still have a chance to get a play in here before they reach the point where they won't want to shoot and risk a breakaway opportunity to the player coming into the box. Behind the back pass. Comes back up top to Sam Clare. Hard behind the back pass. Now they come to Josh Gilray. He goes behind the back. Clare. There's a man on the lower crease, and it just skips away as they try to get it to Nate Clare. Vimala gets it, throws it way down the floor. Loskot in alone, scores! Huge play, not a shorthanded goal, as it was Loskot who came out of the penalty box, stayed out on the floor, then ran up the floor, takes the long pass. Jakub Vimala with back-to-back excellent setup passes. First Jonathan Monk, and then Yuri Loskot. You can see him take this long pass. Just keeps his foot outside the crease. He planted that left foot hard as he was taking the shot, and it was just centimeters outside of the crease area. That's all it's got to be, and it's a good goal. 3 straight goals for the Czech Republic, including the shorthanded marker by Jonathan Monk. Prohaska with the ball. Gets it back out to Kostal. That pass doesn't connect with Pesek. He's going to try and track it down. It's Popia that comes up with it. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Gets away and Pugh hops on it. Here comes Whitehead. Albert Whitehead. He's going to wait for the offense to get out. Throws it over to the far side. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. England would love to get a couple of goals and close that margin of 4 before they go into intermission. A couple of players on the back door. A bit of an odd one there for England. Here comes Czech Republic running the floor. They've been dangerous in transition this period. And there they are again. A great chance by Scala, but his shot off the floor bounces up over the glass, and England comes back up the other way. Matthew Baldwin gets it across to the offense. Behind the net with the ball. That's past Symes. He's not going to be able to keep it from over and back, but he'll just run back so there's no wide open chance for Gia. Giha's shot is stopped by Elliott Pugh, and he is spending a lot of time down on his knees after plays. Looks like he is still shaken up a little bit. But he's playing pretty well still, given the circumstances. Matt Symes passes picked off Vimala. He's running, he's been setting guys up, now he's running the floor himself. He's got a man coming off the bench, that'll be Pesek. Actually, it's Popia is the first righty off the bench. Pesek follows him and trots behind the goal. You can see him down there right by the hashtag EBLC, which is what you should use if you're going to write to us. To me, I guess. I do not have NJ with me today. Nico Jonas Tuominen doing the Finnish play-by-play for all the Finland games. And we have an England player down on the floor. And Captain Mike Gillen is imploring the official to blow play down. England's going to have to get the ball over mid-floor first. And actually he manages to get up. Devin Smith makes his way to the bench. England has the ball over along the far boards. 10 seconds to shoot. Clare just rips it. Sam Clare is firing it up today. Goes low to low, and England excited to get that one. You can see Sam Clare on the run yet again. Boy, I'll tell you, just getting a close-up look at these guys, I liked the English white uniforms yesterday. I love these black uniforms with the subtle white large roses underneath. Here's Clare, just runs into open space, and just a little bit of hesitation by the two Czech defenders. Neither of them gets there in time. Here's Gillen. He's going to pass it across, tries the one-hand pass, can't get it there. He tracks down his own pass following the ball. Throws the pass back, and having to hustle up a little bit is Whitehead to make sure it wasn't an over and back. England gets one, it's 8-5. 2:40 to go here. Elliott Pugh making his way to the bench, but they don't have enough time on the delayed penalty. There's only 4 seconds in the shot clock, so Clare rips it, and that one absolutely drills Jakub Giha. And they're immediately calling for the training. You can see Keith Gagne motioning for the trainer. Giha went down like a ton of bricks when he was hit with that shot. Going to be Polak going to the box for holding. Of more immediate concern, Jakub Giha still on his hands and knees. Hopefully it just hit him and took the wind out of him, but they're calling for some help. He's going to need a little assistance to get off the floor. It's a tap on the back from Roman Seidel, who will be out to kill the penalty. Seidel and Vimala going to be up high for the Czechs. Everyone give them a round of applause. If you are in the Turku area, come and see us at the European Box Lacrosse Championships. It is a fantastic venue, as you can see, this great arena. I'm still hoping to see, there's a little, apparently, part of the roof opens. I've been told here at the Gatorade Center. I would love to see that. I don't even see how that works, but I think it'd be very cool. England goes to the power play, 2:25 to go in the half. They'd love to get another one back, pull within 2. Sam Clare's up top. He's the hot hand for England. He has the ball back in his stick. Clare feeling it, rips that one, but Marsh gets some of it. It's still in his gear. They're actually going to have to get some help to dig that one out. It was between the pads. Sam Clare with 3 of England's 5 goals. He has been lighting it up. And there's a nice check by Baldwin, or Brandon Smith, to knock that one free. And now we have a too many men penalty coming. Too many man, illegal substitution. Either way, England will have another opportunity here as they will go up 5-on-3. Jan Skokan is the in-home. He'll go and serve this penalty. England leads one man up top as usual as a safety valve. They play 4-on-3 down low. Vimala, the low man on the penalty kill. There's a shot by Goddard. Almost got through. Josh Gilray gets it back. Gilray was really hot yesterday. Had a terrific game. Showing some great footwork on the crease and good hands. Now he just comes out and backdoor pass. Gilray, great patience. Just wait and wait and wait. Draw the defender over and then pass it across to the man on the far side. You've got to pick your poison when you're down 4-on-3. Czechs chose to go 2 men high, and Vimala down low puts a lot of pressure on him. And Gilray makes them pay as he gets it across to Dylan Goddard, who tucks it home. It's 8-6. And you can see Vimala, not much you can do. I mean, you've got to either give them the shot high or the shot low. And in this case, they give him the shot low, and it's a perfect pass by Gilray, getting it by Vimala, and Dylan Goddard just taps it home. It's 8-6. It's all about the lefties, other than the first goal by Matt Symes. It's been 3 for Clare, 2 by Goddard, and 1. Oh, that's it. 3 by Clare and 2 by Goddard. 5 goals by the English lefties, and they're still on the power play. They could get within 1 before the half ends. What a swing of momentum that would be. They've got 2 straight now after a run of 3 by the Czechs, going back and forth. Oh, and there is a penalty coming. Sam Clare with the hat trick, but he's going to take a penalty before the half ends with 56 seconds to go. Checking from behind, we'll see whether it is 2 or 4 minutes. I'm inclined to think that might be 4. It was a pretty aggressive cross check to the back. We're going to need a wipe as the player was flattened. And now we will see the indication. Checking from behind, 2 minutes. So a minor penalty, just a single minor to Sam Clare. That'll make it 4-on-4 for the final 56 seconds of the first half. Anyone who was watching the last game, I had a discussion actually with Keith Gagne just to clarify one situation where there was a goal. It was a delayed penalty, so we were 4-on-4, and there was a delayed penalty. Actually, it wasn't very delayed. It came at the end of the play as the shot was taken. The goal went in, and the team that had the shorter time on the penalty had a player released, because of course you're going to take the player with less time remaining than the guy who's just gotten the brand new 2-minute penalty. So if anybody was listening and wondering about that, I was a little confused at the time. I didn't notice originally the penalty coming. We were 4-on-4, 43 seconds left. Should have said it 1 second earlier. Would have had lots of 4s. Kostal over to Pesek. He tries to duck underneath, gets free, but loses control of the ball. There's the pass out. Brandon Smith running the floor. 28 seconds left. He's got a 2-on-1. He's going to shoot. Actually, the 2-on-1 well played by Kostal, letting him take the shot. You'd rather have the defender taking the shot than him get it across to the forward on his lefty side who had gotten it across. Interference now. Dominic Pesek getting a penalty. So it's going to be 4-on-3 for England. They've got 21 seconds remaining in the first half. 33 on the penalty to Jan Skokan that he's serving anyway. It was an illegal substitution. Can England take advantage and pull it within 1? Great opportunity. We saw it happen. Now the Czechs going with 2 down low. Just having somebody go back and forth, trying to cover all their bases. Vimala is up high. Goddard, backdoor to Gilray. Great save. There's another save by Marish. 2 seconds. You're not going to get another chance as the buzzer goes just before they get it to Symes. What a sequence. We're going to have to look at that one again before we go to the halftime break, as some great saves by Marish. Under pressure from England on the 4-on-3. They will continue. They will open the second half with 11 seconds of 4-on-3. Then we'll go 4-on-4 for 52 seconds. And then there'll be a 35-second English power play after that. Yeah. Oh, here we go. All queued up and ready to go. You can see the quick stick pass. Gilray thought he had it. Marsh makes the save, comes out to Symes, throws up the shoulder. Great saves. Jakub Maresh. An exciting end to the first half here at the Gatorade Center, and they can't get another shot off. It is 8-6, Czech Republic. A seesaw battle between them and England. I'm Steven Stamp, bringing you fan seat coverage of the European Box Lacrosse Association. We'll see you in 11 minutes.
Afraid you might miss out on the big stories from your favorite team? Well, not to fear, the NLL newsletter is here. All you have to do is subscribe to the new NLL newsletter, and you'll get weekly updates from everything that is happening around the league. What are you waiting for? Subscribe today.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We are just about ready to start the second half of our final game of the day here at the Gatorade Center. The score 8-6 in favor of the Czech Republic. Again, just to catch you up, the English team has a 4-on-3 for 11 seconds, so it will be incumbent upon Captain Michael Gillen to win the faceoff and give him a chance to take advantage of that. If they do not, then Skokan will come out, and it will be 4-on-4 for a minute, for 52 seconds after that, and then for the final 35 seconds, England will have a power play, barring any other penalties. Jonathan Monk, Michael Gillen, the veterans. Right, Reese Morgan saying, come on England, playing well, but need to tighten up at the back. More of Sam Scott using his 6'3" frame to shut them down. Good point. Gillen gets the ball, 6 seconds. Oh, has a little trouble picking it up, though. They are not going to be able to take advantage of the 4-on-3. It was going to be a long shot anyway. So here comes Skokan, and we will go to 4-on-4. A lot of space out there. Pass, Goddard goes across to Symes. He tries to hit Nate Clare, doesn't get there. Monk grabs the ball. So a soft little pass to Vimala to avoid the forecheck pressure from Nate Clare. Sam Clare will be released in 26 seconds. Popia backpedaling. 15 on the shot clock for the Czechs. Clare and Peshek, the big score. Oh, the shot by Popia. I was just going to say the big scorers in the game, both with hat tricks, are both in the penalty box, but Popia gets one there to make it 9-6, the Czech Republic with the 4-on-4 goal. So Popia from Yuri Lushkot, and it's 9-6. Just 50 seconds into the third quarter, the Czechs extend that lead. Seems like every time England threatens to really close the gap, England wants an over and back call, and it is going to be called because it's two zones, they're saying, as it went from the forward zone all the way in from the English side, English zone of center, all the way back into the Czech area. You can't pass it back through two zones. You can throw it back to one off the face-off. They're saying that they hadn't established possession in the offensive zone and moving towards it. Sam Clare is out. He joins the power play. Clare has it. Passes down low. There's Nate Clare. Shoots. Save. Oh, there's a goal. Matt Symes scored the first English goal of the game. Now he gets another one, power play marker. That will release Peshek. But it's 9-7. England drawing back within 2. These teams have been trading shots. It's like a heavyweight battle as each team taking their turns. Hard pass by Clare. You're going to see the ball bounce back out. Vimala tries to get it. By the time it comes down to Symes, he doesn't quite have a chance to get there. Czechs come up with the ball off the face-off. Big hit, ramming Peshek into the boards. Here comes Dylan Goddard. He shoots. Save Marish. Almost slid that one through. Goddard had to zip around the referee. Try and keep the forecheck pressure on. Peshek swirls around, twirls around, turns around. There is Yuri Kostal. Pass across Doschle off the post. Going to go out of play into the scorer's box. And Pesek will start with the ball in a fresh 30 for the Czech Republic. They lead by 2. And the shot from Prohaska, just dead over the top. The beauty of shooting over the top, you can pick any of the corners, and Prohaska goes bottom left. Make it 10-7. Again, they trade back and forth. After Matt Symes scores at 122 in, we go 159, just 38 seconds later. Actually, it's top left for Prohaska. Make it 10-7. Once again, a 3-goal lead for the Czechs. Face-off violation, Gillen. And the Czech Republic will get the ball. Vimala backing away to create a passing opportunity. And they move it ahead to Radek Skala. Vimala just getting off the floor, so Popia coming in to join. Sorry, it's Prohaska who just scored. Hands it off, they go up top to Skala. Popia's right behind him, and doubling up. And then the pass is just not an effective offensive set for the Czechs there. That's going to happen once in a while. Foster, nice job of seeing Trerlik coming and being aware of where the ball was. And Foster will slow things down, wait for the offensive players to get out. That ball comes all the way back, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Claire trying to work his way in. Cross, there's a shot. Morris gets it. Ball bounces into the corner. Sam Claire's the first one there. He's got Schruta on him. Diving attempt. That was close to a goal. Again, if Marsh is back, he backs into the post. If his body is behind the line and the ball hits him in the chest, that's a goal if the ball is completely across the line, even if the net isn't there. But by the time that could have happened, the English player had landed in the crease. So it's a violation, and the ball goes over. Here's Skala. Throws it down low. Pass across by Doschle. That one, Loshkot. Kostal grabs the ball, flicks it in. Don't think that pass actually went to its intended recipient, but it works out just fine for the Czechs. There's Skala. Well, I guess it did Kostal. It looked like it was initially going to the high player. Instead, it's Kostal jumping into the low slot, and a perfect pass. Makes it 11-7, the Czechs. They're going on a little bit of a run. Well, a mini run with 2 goals back to back. Skala making the pass. England eventually comes up with possession off the extended face-off battle. Nate Clare running across the top. Josh Gilray trying to create something. Passes it down. It's low for Nate Clare. Gilray's going to go back and play defense, trying to take away the transition chance for Prolach. Here comes Vimala. Passes to Prolach. Polak. What a great pass again by Vimala. He is having an outstanding game, the youngster. A physical specimen who can really run the floor. Oh, that one right off the face mask. And Yakamara says, yeah, I'm okay. Let's keep playing. We got some momentum going here. The 11-7 lead now for the Czech Republic. We're almost 5 minutes into the third quarter. I'm Steven Stam bringing you European Box Lacrosse Championship coverage on Fanseat. Thanks for being with me. Remember, you can tweet me at Stamplax. Use the hashtag. Oh, what a goal! The run, and it looked for a second like Brandon Smith was going to pull up, and instead he just kicks it back into gear, runs all the way in, and bounces one past Marish, and we swing back the other way. There's Smith. Starts to slow down, actually uses the free hand to just knock the stick of Loshkot out of the way. Gets away with it and buries the bounce shot. Whitehead just drops that ball as he's about to pass it over center. Popio's run into the boards. Now a trio of English defenders, 4 English defenders on Hodania. Oh, and there's the shot. Great work by Martin Hodania. The finish down at the other end. But it is Hodania who really makes that play. Hopefully we can see the replay from early on as Hodania fends off all these Czechs. Well, all these English players. To get it down to Popia, he goes across to Prohaska. The tic-tac-toe play, and it is 12-8. Czech Republic, again, on a bit of a roll. 3-1 after Brandon Smith's goal interrupted a bit of a run for them. 5 goals already here in the third quarter. We could have more, and we do! Right off the face-off, the Czechs are flying. We'll see if Walt Christensen decides to use his other timeout. He's looking up at the score, looking at the replay, thinking. Looks like he might be thinking about it. He's just going to have a word with his team, saying, calm down, just go out and play. Yuri Loshkot, it's a great finish. See, he gets the ball early as he comes off the bench. A little fake to Peshek. Timeout, yeah, England does take their timeout in the second half. Walt Christensen was just waiting to maximize the rest that his guys can get, and he will have a chat with his team. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 45 seconds at the European Box Lacrosse Championships. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. It's 13-8 for the Czech Republic. England will be trying to battle back into it. The Czechs having a great stretch here. 4 of the last 5 goals. And in a period of less than 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes, they've got 4 goals with Brandon Smith's tally sandwiched in between. Monk and Gillen once again will resume the face-off battle at mid-floor on that beautiful European Box Lacrosse Championship logo here at the Gatorade Arena. Ball's still loose. Everyone's looking for it. Peshek's going to run in, grab it with one hand. He'll slow things down as there are 5 black jerseys ranged between him and anybody else in a white shirt. Kostal leaves it there for Prohaska. Doshli tries to go to Peshek. Really bad pass. Pavel Doshli, a terrific player, a very good passer, and that is way off the mark. Samuel Scott, we had a Twitter follower who wanted to see him get more involved, and he is in there making the pass. They want him to be banging some bodies around too. Peter Wilson passes it across. Sam Clare, it's going to be a moving pick as Seidel is knocked to the floor, and Zipai will move it ahead. This is the captain, Petr Popia. Ducks under one player. He's going to circle around behind the net. Big bang by Smith, walloping him into the boards. Popia returns the favor. Physical game between these two teams. Both like to establish themselves. And it looks like Elliot Pugh's a little shaken up. Keith Gagne, one of the officials, has blown things down. Our officials today, Keith Gagne, Martin Cullman, and Bob Hollingsworth out on the floor. he was still adjusting his equipment, trying to get that helmet buckled back on. We will be continuing every day, all week through Saturday, when the placements will be established in the final games of the week, including, of course, the gold medal, the first ever European box lacrosse champions. Both these teams certainly consider themselves candidates for that. Finland looking good as well. Israel, very powerful. Germany is not far off the mark. Those appear to be the top 5 contenders at this point. That pass just skips away. Opportunity here for Monk. He got one earlier. He can't quite corral it, so we will call the over and back, and they'll just get the offensive players out. And there's Jiha running into one English player and another. The English player coming on bumps him. Getting a little testy out there. These teams play each other as well and are familiar with each other. Scala starts with it, throws it up to the top and passes it off. Peshek takes it from Doshli. Lushkot makes the pass. Kostal misses on the jumping tuck shot to the far side, but it does come out to Peshek. 12 on the shot clock. Then sent a defender out. Now Popey returns to the floor. He's going to run down, shovel pass back, gets away from him. Here comes Foster. He's going to try and run the floor. England could use some transition opportunities here. Josh Gilray spins off a check. Sam Clare. Shot from the outside with just a few seconds left on the shot clock, and Clare's just going to flick it down towards Mars. She has to be alert. Seidel. He's defender. Devin Smith is all the way past center floor, picking up Seidel, putting a bit of pressure on. There's Doshli changing directions. Under 7 minutes to play here. A 5-goal lead for the Czechs. Scala shoots. Bouncer off of Pugh and up into the mesh. There's the cutting Scala. He stepped in the crease. .6:20 to go here. 22 in the third quarter. Right. 13-8 for the Czechs. Lots of time left. Behind the back goal. England starts to come back into it as Matt Symes, great stick skills, and he just whips one behind his back. Symes just picks up this loose ball, goes behind the back between the legs. It's 13-9.
England, not goal. By number 3, Matt Symes.
Czechs maintaining possession. Jiha just runs in with the English player and then hands it off. Peshek has the ball. They've got 10 to shoot. Trying to fit it into the middle. Gillen all over Popia. Going to roll out high. One-hand pickup. Kostal went to take a shot, or at least lob it in. Couldn't get it, so he grabs it and just flicks it over his shoulder back to the backboards. Force England to run all the way out. Let the Czech Republic get their defenders out. And tweet me at Stamplax, that's at STAMPLAX, if you'd like to be part of the conversation. Love to hear from you. You can use the hashtag EBLC2017 or just hashtag EBLC. That pass doesn't quite connect. And good decision by Schruta to run to the bench and try to give Yuri Kostal a chance to come out of the box, out of the players' bench, and go for a breakaway. But they're going to blow play down on the over and back before he can get there. Turnaround shot. Pushed out, misses again. Goes straight back out to Scala. Pesek, not sure where that was aiming. Look, I think he thought someone was cutting and threw it to where they were going. Nobody went anywhere, and it just gets away. England loses possession for a moment. They've got to get the ball over center. Nice play there to pass it ahead. John Arthur with the ball. Loses it. Pesek has it. Polach with him. Polach. There's Pesek, scores! Dominik Pesek cutting across. A nice little pick by Miroslav Polak. And Pesek with another one. You can see Pesek running with the ball. And the best thing for Polak to do is just get a little touch on Nate Clare back in reverse in transition defense. Opening up a spot for Pesek to shoot, and he makes the most of it. 14-9. Czech Republic goes ahead.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic will be awarded possession. Scala with the shot. That one goes wide, off the boards. A couple of English players going after it. It is going to go out of play. And they say it touched an English player, so Czech Republic will get it. Stephanie Whitehead, I'm guessing in relation to a William Whitehead here. Albert Whitehead, I'm sorry. Just tweeted, that's more like in England. That, of course, came when England got their most recent goal. Matt Symes with the behind the back, but then Pesek replied. Nice grab there by Wilson. The pass thrown across. Nate Clare on the run. There's an opportunity to shoot. Wide open in the middle. Foot save by Marash. Goes up into the mesh, and England will get the ball back. Come down to 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Clare all the way across. A little short arm shot around the screen. Goes wide. It comes straight out to Clare. 16 seconds. Lots of time to shoot. Clare tries the dunk. Nice defense by Matej Reznicek. Sorry, I haven't to call Reznicek today. I have to double check the pronunciation there. Most of the first name, Matej Reznicek. And again, Elliot Pugh having some trouble with his equipment. It's been a few times now that he's had to try and adjust things. The helmet just not quite fitting properly, and they're going to call the equipment manager over. Give him a hand. 14-9, the Czech Republic ahead. 2:47 to go here in the third quarter. Pugh ready to go once again. The Czechs will start with the ball up in the stick of Dominik Pesek. He have the 4 goals for them today. Scala thought about shooting. English defender jumped out on him. Gives it off to Popia. England still with that pressure defense, and they cause a turnover. Gillen went down awkwardly. Bob Hollingsworth, one of the officials, is calling for a wipe on the floor after Gillen went down. It is warm here in Turku. The arena can get quite warm. And we've had a bunch of players hit the floor today, leaving little smears of sweat here and there on this beautiful white floor. And there's the mop. We've had the cloth towel approach, the paper towel approach, and the cloth and the mop approach, or the soft mop approach. That's some pretty effective and efficient mopping too. Hollingsworth satisfied. England starting with possession. Dylan Goddard just strolling into the forecourt. Goddard gets it back. Had a quick peek at the net, didn't see anything he liked, so he passes it in front. Great pass, great finish. Sam Clare continues his hot day. The official having a quick chat with Goddard. He was asking who passed him the ball, but nobody. Actually was. What am I talking about? He did receive that pass and then gets it to Clare in the middle. 14-10. England comes up with it. You can hear coaches yelling, 2 hands. They make it past before the 10-second count. Matthew Marsh finally gets the ball out of his stick and is just going to go ahead to the bench. He was not liking the way his basket was behaving. England with 5 to shoot. Ball behind the net, comes out from goal line, extended shot. That one goes wide. It's a little bit late anyway. With 1:34 to go here in the third quarter, the Czechs Vimala will bring the ball up. Pesek gets a pick, an aggressive pick. Scala with the roll, scores. Little conversation. You can see the English defenders getting a bit frustrated as Scala, the solid pick, then rolls off into wide open space. This is Scala number 3. He's going to head down low, and you'll see him come up for the up pick. And a very solid one. You can see why England would be a little upset about that one, because it did buckle the knees of Danny McDermott with the pick high up on the numbers, pushing him forward. 15-10, the Czechs lead. Here they come again. Polke with the shot. He gets his own rebound after the save by Pugh. They try one over on this side to Loshko. 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Tom Roach going for the ball. The Czech player jumps in to contest it, and here comes Gillen. Gillen passes it off, looking to go and set a pick and open some space. Doesn't get through, so he's going to grab it, get a fresh 30 on the loose ball foul, and Gillen backing his way in. Goes out to Nate Clare. Clare didn't know a player was coming up behind him, so that was a good, effective way. And now, Gillen was flattened with a check into his back, but that's not what is being called. It was G. Pai that knocked Gillen down. He's got a bit of a complaint to the officials. It'll be Trinique who heads off. There's the one from behind, rams him into the boards. And there's Gillen laying down off to the left of the screen, as he had also been checked down from behind. So England going to the power play. The clock hadn't started running.
Czech Republic, number 16.
So we're going to count it down a bit. England, as we near the end of the third quarter, already in the power play, so they aren't going to pull the goaltender, obviously. No need for that. They're already 5-on-4. Clare gets back up at the top. Gets away from Symes. Gilray can't catch it. There's a hard shot, goes way wide. And the classic shooter tradition, Sam Clare looks at his stick after that one hooked a little wide. We'll see if he can get it figured out in the 2-minute break between the third and fourth quarters. Still a minute and a half to go on the England power play. We'll be back with EBLC action on Fancy. All right, lacrosse friends, we are ready for 15 more minutes of action between the Czech Republic and England. Katie Bomer, who I'm guessing is a West Coast woman, saying, let's get more England, bring it back in the fourth, #8, which is Danny McDermott, #93, Sam Clare, and #17, Nate Clare, all West Coast guys. Terrific additions to this English team as they try to develop with the help of a number of Canadian residents. Talked to Walt Christensen, the head coach, and an interesting chat with him. He was saying he has a 6-year plan that he would love to stay involved with this team and help them develop the game over in England, and in 6 years have an all-English team, no imports, just English players. Maybe the odd goalie here or there, because it always seems to be tough for some of the smaller lacrosse nations to develop goalies. They're going to get possession of the ball on the faceoff and set up the power play. Cherlik is in the box. Goes down low, comes back up to Symes. Player thinking about it, flips that behind the back pass to Goddard, can't get it to him. Goddard goes up and gets it, gets by his man, goes to the net, shoots. Stop Marish. Hodania running the ball up the floor. Very good game for Hodania. Vimala, speaking of good games, he has been an absolute man-child out there. Peshek gets it. 43 left on the penalty. England needs a 5th defender out there. They get one. Kostal. Saved by Pugh. First man there is Devin Smith, but Kostal going after it, dives, trying to get the ball. There's another one there now, another check. There's a bump by Pugh. He's getting involved in the physical game. Czech Republic wondering why there was a reset. England gets the ball, and they're going to have to get up over center. Devin Smith with it. He's going to lob it ahead and go to the bench. Here comes Cherlik out of the box. You can hear the official down near the ambient mic saying he touched and went over. And we have a penalty coming now. Looks like a substitution call to England. Oh, it's unsportsmanlike. So probably some yelling from the bench. And Samuel Scott will go and serve this one, 2 minutes or less for England. Czech Republic will try to extend their 5-goal lead.
In England, player number 29.
Peshek, Popier, Scala over on the right side on the power play. They hit Prohaska and he buries it as he is flattened. Quick release was critical there and he gets it away in time. Power play goal makes it 16-10. Lots of England supporters out there watching the game. They're obviously keen to get some. We're going to have over and back, and England will take possession. Tony Roach a little slow to get up. Sorry, Tom Roach a little slow to get up after that collision. Along the boards, England will set up possession. That one skips away. But John Arthur gets it back, and now a little spin move by Clare. Goddard able to grab that one. 10 on the shot clock. That pass knocked down. Vimala was ready to take off, but waited. She saw that the England had a shot at regaining possession. Now Vimala running the floor. Shoots, saved by Pugh. Now we're going to have a too many men penalty or illegal substitution officially. Call against England, so the Czech Republic will go to the power play, already leading 16-10. They try to send Samuel Scott, number 25, over. Tanya's saying I need 93, thinking that is the in-home player. I believe Scott is the in-home. He's already actually served. No, they're definitely saying it's Sam Clare. English bench getting a little frustrated. It will be Samuel Scott going over. Now Peshek is going to his bench to talk to Roman Picorni, their head coach. And he now accepts the ball. We're back underway. 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, 16-10, the Czechs lead. Passing around the perimeter, Costello will take it back from Peshek. The Czechs fairly happy to have some time tick away here. We've got 7 on the shot clock as they start to move towards the net. It's like having an extra attacker situation. Saved by Pugh. Scooped out of there by Dan McDermott. Ball's knocked loose. The Czechs come up with it. Good hustle work there by Yuri Luskot to get possession back. Little hidden ball play. That's a pretty good one.
Finland player number
So sticks are actually up tapping each other. Scala has it. Sorry, Popia. Peshek gets a pick. Shot saved by Pugh, and he's immediately dropping it into his stick so he can make the pass out. Or the outlet pass, you could say. McDermott loses track of where the ball is. Gillen will ramble up the floor. .33 seconds left in the English penalty. They're going to the net. Gillen, beautiful goal by the captain. And he bangs into the backboards. As I mentioned earlier in the week, in the tournament, a lot of give to these boards, and Gillen, with the impassioned leap up against the glass, rattles them. Little pick there from Nate Clare, and Gillen does the rest himself, a fake to force Schruta to go and take his forward on the floor, and Gillen just runs around, a couple of fakes, gets Marsh moving and tucks it home. 16-11 for the Czech Republic.
Team England 11 goal scored by number 75, Michael Gillen, assisted by number 16,
Peshek.
Elliot Park.
The Czechs happy to get the ball, keep the clock rolling. Don't want to give up any more shorthanded goals like the one that Mike Gillen just scored. There's the cutter, Peshek. And England just kind of loses track of Peshek, who comes right down the middle of the slot, takes the pass and buries yet another goal.
Great job.
17-11 on that beauty finish by Peshek, a lovely pass.
Czech Republic 17 goal.
Gillen heading in towards the slot, looking to get the ball and go for another goal. Instead, they get the backdoor pass, and the shot is stopped by Marsh. 9.5 to go. The Czech Republic up by 6 once again. Kostal, long pass across to Scala. 8 seconds left for him to get a shot off. Oh, great patience, great passing, and Loshkot finishes it off. Late in the shot clock, the Czechs don't panic. They just use the time available to them and finish it off with a beautiful passing play leading to this goal. The give and go as Loshkot makes the pass and ducks around behind Albert Whitehead. Gillen with the win off the face-off. He's gonna head down and try and do something himself. Scores! What a goal by Mike Gillen. It is all Gillen on that one. The captain is trying to get his teammates fired up. Yeah, Gillen just running through everything and everyone to score that one after he wins the face-off to himself. 30 goals in this game. England setting up. They've got the ball once again. They're not giving up. Their captain, Gillen, trying to lead them to a furious return, rebound late in the game. There's a shot off the boards. It just snagged. Peter Wilson's shot bounces way out, and here come the Czechs looking for a break. Scores! Yeah, Camille Tierlich gets in on the action. He runs up in transition. 31 goals. Tierlich just takes off and goes low hand side. England comes up with it. Nice job there by Matthew Marsh to get out of a tight situation, a tight corner, and maintain possession for England. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Nate Clare goes underneath. Great reach and strip from Jan Skokan to just knock that ball out of the stick.
Assisted by number 84 of the regiment.
Kostal pulls it down, spins, still dangling the ball out there with one hand. Prohashek, there's a save by Elliot Pugh as Prohashek got in all alone. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Kostal takes it after they've had the reset. Peshek out high. Prohashka decides to curl back around. Long possessions are the friend of the Czechs. An attempt there to finish off the possession by Jan Skokan, but he can't bury the goal. England setting up. They need a goal a minute for these last 7 minutes. Backdoor attempt. Oh, Goddard just bounces it off the far post. It will be England possession. Goddard comes across to Symes. Looking for a shooting lane. Gets it down low. Big save by Marish. I'm going to say it was a loose ball push by England, so the Czechs will run over. And Hodania just steps over center and prepares to hand it off to one of the forwards. Time ticking away on the English. Attempt by Peshek. So it was Popey with that shot. But the ensuing shot misses. Nate Clare driving underneath. Monk grabs him. Penalty coming to Monk. Pretty clear hold. He'll grab the ball and will be assessed his 2 minutes. .5:45 to play. And there you see it. The penalty coming to the Czechs. Jonathan Monk. So that will put England on the power play. Back up to Symes. Shot saved by Marish. And Hodania just runs out behind the back of the crease. Long lofted pass ahead, but that's picked off no problem by England. Matt Symes takes the ball back. England has a cutter. Shoots, scores! Nate Clare. Nate Clare with a nice finish on the pass from his brother. Tom Roach lining up against Monk. Great win there by Tom Roach.
Scored by number 17.
Female runs into the offensive zone. Lofts it back over his head. Czechs maintain possession. Jakub Vimala hands it off to Skokan. You hear the officials counting down the shot clock as it had been reset at the improper time. Gillen gets a bit of a stick on that pass across the crease, knocks it away. It is Loshkot that comes up with it. Doschley going to the net, trying to get a shot off. Eventually McDermott forces him to shoot it high as we move down to 4:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. 19-13, the Czechs ahead. 32 goals between them. Haven't seen a lot of that in this division. There's a pass through. Player can't hang on to it. Trying to get it out to another player. Scoots away. 1 second left as Symes gets a shot and he gets it on. So as England recovers, it becomes a fresh 30. Josh Gilray being watched. Searches the far boards. Koshik will slow things down. Just lock on, hopping out on top of that ball. Prohashka hands it off. This lead looking insurmountable for England at this point. Dave Clooney getting out on the aggressive defense there for England, trying to set a tone for them. Again, late in the game, doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back and win, but England wants to keep establishing proper habits, keep working hard, running their systems, get ready for tomorrow. There's a shot, low to high, gets up under Marish's arm. He does knock it aside, but can't control the rebound. Symes to the back door, doesn't connect. Vimala tries to hit the man off the bench. It's a lefty instead of the righty that should have been coming off here in the fourth quarter for the Czechs. Doschley tosses up top. Pesek will fire it. He misses well wide. That's actually going to skip away from Loshkot, and it will be an over and back call. England will have the possession with less than 2 minutes to go. Elliot Pugh needs to fix his gear. The English equipment manager heading out. Pugh's had a lot of trouble with his gear today. He's gonna have a drink while he gets his toe cap taped. So reminder, tomorrow we will have 4 games here at the Gatorade Center. 11 a.m. Sweden versus Slovakia. 2 p.m. Serbia versus Turkey. 5 p.m. Ireland versus Israel. And then at 8 p.m. England, that we're watching today, against Finland, the home side. The Czechs will be playing Germany tomorrow, hoping to wrap up a perfect group phase and get a bye through the playoff rounds. Some of these teams will get the top team. Some teams will get byes for finishing first in the top 2 divisions. Definitely worth winning some games in your pool. There's a shot. England still playing hard to the buzzer. Trerlik takes the pass. Less than a minute to go here. Kostal just backing his way in. There's a pass for the quick stick backdoor to Loshkot. He can't bury it. Sorry, it was Skokan trying to get it. He gets the ball back. 3 on the shot clock. I'm really enjoying, by the way, the large LED 30-second clocks on either side of the net. There's a shot and a goal on the run. Dylan Goddard just takes that pass, rears back and fires it. Makes it 19-14. It's going to be too little too late with only 22 seconds to play. But Goddard has added another goal. England has 3 of the last 4 as they try and build some momentum for tomorrow and their big match with Finland. Gillen's going to win the faceoff. Establishes himself in the front end of the zone. Pass across. Here's another chance. Save Marish. Sam Clare had gone through the crease and played it first, so it will be Czech possession with 11 seconds to go. They're just going to get it across center and slow down. Seidel will just stay there. He's got the ball. 2 seconds, 1, and that is it. Polpia tosses it over into the corner. The final score, Czech Republic 19, England 14. A high-scoring game here in the group. We've not actually seen a lot of that. So interesting that these teams rip it up a little bit today. Looking at the games so far in this Karelia group, we had 11-5 for England over Germany, 14-8. The Czechs did put some goals up on Finland. Those were yesterday, and then today, the earlier game, Finland over Germany, 12-8, and then boom, 19-14, looking more like a Granite Group game. That will wrap things up for today. I'm Steven Stamp. Thank you so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us here at the first ever European Box Lacrosse Championships in Turku, Finland. We'll be back with plenty more tomorrow on Fancy. Tell all your friends and join us. We'll see you then.